Good morning, scholars.
Good morning, Varsha.
Welcome back to math class. Who remembers the last thing we learned last lesson? Yes?
One-step equation.
That's right. That's what our warm-up today is about. This is a one-step equation. Who would like to come up and try it for today's warm-up? All right, Aishu, come up and try it out. All right, what's the first thing that we do?
Well, we have to find the value of x, right?
Yeah, what is x called?
The variable.
Yeah, variable stands for a number that we don't know, so we have to solve. What do you have to do to the x to solve it?
You have to keep it to one side.
Right, you have to isolate the x in order to solve it. So what do you do in this equation?
13 minus 7 to get the value of x.
That's right. So go ahead and solve for x. So you got 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. So today's lesson is on two-step equations. Two-step equations have more than one operation in them. They have two. And it's usually a combination of multiplication and division and addition or subtraction. So let's begin with this example. 2x plus 5 is equal to 15. So what two operations do we see in here? Yes?
Multiplication and addition.
That's right. So since the 2 is being multiplied to the x, which is the variable we need to find, and then we had added to 5. So we need to isolate the x to one side. So what we do first is, do you remember PEMDAS?
Yes.
That's great. For PEMDAS, the last thing you do is addition and subtraction. But since we're solving for the x, we have to go backwards. And since we're going backwards, you have to undo the addition or subtraction first. What's the opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
All right. So since the opposite is subtraction, we subtract the 5 from both sides, and we get this one-step equation. 2x is equal to 10. So what's the next thing that we do? Yes, Aishu?
We find out what 2 times what equals to 10.
Yeah, and in order to do that, we divide the 2 by both sides. Since you undo the multiplication through division, and you have to do both sides because whatever you do to one side,
You do
To the other side.
right. So that means that the answer that I got is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Our next example is x over 4 minus 3 is equal to 6. So what two operations can we see in this example? Yes, Mom? Pichi?
Division and subtraction.
That's right. So since you have division and subtraction here, what should we do first since we're going opposite PEMDAS? We undo the subtraction with addition. So we start by adding 3 to both sides, since whatever you do to one side,
You do to the other.
So now we got 6 plus 3, which is
9.
So we get 9 is equal to x over 4. So what do we do next?
Undo the division.
Yeah, with what operation?
Multiplication.
So now we multiply the 4 to both sides, and we get x is equal to 9 times 4, which is
36.
So the answer we got was x is equal to 36. So now we are going to learn a little song to help you remember all these operations better. Ready? We have an x.
X.
It's on one side.
Side.
We need to solve.
Solve.
First thing to try.
Try.
For addition, you.
Subtract.
For subtraction, you.
Add.
Multiplication,
You divide.
and division,
You subtract.
It's okay, Aishu. For division, you multiply. Okay? Let's try that again. We have an x.
X.
It's on one side.
Side.
We need to solve.
Solve.
First thing to try.
Try.
For addition, you.
Subtract.
For subtraction, you.
Add.
For multiplication,
You divide.
and division,
You multiply.
Okay, ready? We're going to go the fastest we've gone in our whole lives. We have an x.
X.
We need to solve.
Solve.
It's on one side.